So I think it is the right time for me to finally watch these cinematics. I haven't been playing WoW in probably about a year. I have been following all the cinematics and trailers and whatnot, and you can find most of these past videos on my main channel, the Mom Stand, and probably on this one as well. And so far, I haven't been too impressed. This one, I saw that it got like some really good reviews, and I don't know if I should just be cautiously optimistic about it. I want to believe that they somehow managed to get this shit story out of the shit state that it was in last time I was there. But I don't know, like after seeing that cinematic at the end of the raid where they basically turned Arthas into an anima ball, I don't see how things can get any better. But let's watch it. Okay, you know what? I really like her new like model and her face in this one. I don't know if it's any different than what it was, but so far like I'm actually liking the features, but I hate them all, so it still sucks.
Why are you here, Anduin? Your kingdom and your friends are awaiting your return.
My friends. The ones I almost killed. They believe my hands are clean.
Why is it that Sylvanas is suddenly giving off like this big sister vibe in a way? It's like the way they started this dialogue, it's kind of sounds and seems like they've been through a lot together. Even though they've been at the different, edges of the like sides of the sword or whatever, literally. And I don't understand. Maybe I missed something in the meantime, but I don't understand how that suddenly kind of flattened out. Maybe I've kind of lost touch for the story because I haven't really been a part of it in game, but at the same time it's just kind of, I know that Anduin has a forgiving nature, but still it just strikes me as odd that now he's just like venting to her about the his situation.
But they don't feel clean.
It is perilous to confuse what you are made to do with what you choose to do.
How can I not when it all blurs together? It was so horrific and exhilarating.
Oh god.
And it sickens me to think that satisfaction may have been mine.
Ah, so that's why you've come.
Okay, so two things that I'm noticing they fixed in these cinematics. First one is voice acting. What I thought the cinematics that I previously watched it during Shadowlands and Battle for Azeroth, I guess, is that tremble in their voices when there is any sort of emotion. The voices sounded so flat and emotionless to me before that it's kind of comical, but as you can hear, like Anduin has this little shiver going on, and what they did with animation to the faces, like I think the art team has actually outdone themselves. Like the way Sylvanas's eyebrows are moving, you can kind of tell how she's feeling just by that, and like the way Anduin is not over expressing himself with his hands, but you can still see that movement. That is actually a lot better.
You fear you might not be who you thought you were.
See how her eyes are like getting bigger and then smaller and then bigger as she's progressing through the sentence and trying to make a point? That is emotion.
I'm starting to wonder if I ever knew. For the first time in my life, I'm afraid that if I call on the light, it won't answer. If I've no trust in myself, how can I expect my kingdom to trust me? To put their faith in me when mine has faltered?
Must you bear that weight?
A king does not have a choice.
No choice? I thought you believed in free will.
Yeah, he's just returning from the situation where apparently he had no choice, but he's still feeling it. Like I would normally call it PTSD. Like I mean, he's just recovered from pretty much being controlled and having no free will at all. And I understand that he's always going to be doubting his decisions a little bit, thinking that whatever he chooses to do, that it might not be fully him, or at least he's going to be questioning all his past choices and trying to determine like which emotion belongs to him and which emotion belongs to someone else. And it's just, I don't know, like this is such an important cinematic because what he's describing is something that she has already been through with the Lich King. And it just sucks that her character had to go through so much bullshit to come to this point where she at least somewhat sympathizes with this openly. She's always sympathized, but like her character was just destroyed completely by, I can't even.
I need time to think about many things.
Anduin, I have faced who I was and accepted what I've done. Now, the work begins.
Yes, it does.
Is that shivers? Like, is the camera
Farewell,
shivering?
Sylvanas Windrunner. Until our paths cross again.
Okay, that ending just gave me goosebumps. I don't even know why. Like, I can't put my finger on it, but that is something that a cinematic is supposed to do. That is exactly the way you are supposed to feel when you watch something. You don't know why you can't put your finger on it, but they have made you feel something. And I did wonder, since I'm a little bit late with watching these videos, I did wonder, like scrolling through Twitter, why so many people are like, "Oh, playing WoW feels such a I don't know safe place now or whatever." Like I read plenty of those, and I didn't understand it, and that's why I've been kind of I didn't have a lot of time these days, but I've been pushing myself into just making some time to watch these cinematics finally. And I think for one, I hate that this little good kind of a breadcrumb that has a little frosting on it was enough to just for so many people to to forgive and to be like, oh, I need to go back there again. Like I'm very far from that point, but at the same time, I guess there's a lot of nostalgia, a lot of loyalty still, and a lot of people just wanting this to be good. I want it to be good, but for me, it just feels like past time.
Well, little lion.
More goosebumps. Like, I don't know. That was not as bad as I thought it would be. I don't know. Like, I wish I could. I want to shit on it. I really do. And I want to say it didn't make me feel anything whatsoever. And I just hate. Sorry about the noise, by the way. My neighbors are still having construction work, so it sucks. But I wanna say like, oh, it made me feel nothing. It's still shit. It's still like the whole situation is shit. But I don't know. It was just a good cinematic overall, right?
Within this hall, we shared ceremonies, celebrations.
Like I can only imagine what it is for her to be back here and to have all these feelings. I can't see their face yet. I don't know if like how they express their emotions through this cinematic, but I love I already love the voice acting, to be honest.
And tragedy. I loved my family, and on one fateful day, I lost them all. Now I am all that remains of the once proud Menethil line. The last heir to a legacy that ended in shame.
This is also this is better writing than than what we had in all the other Shadowlands cinematics altogether. I don't know who wrote this. I don't know if they had any like internal changes or whatever. Yeah, sorry again about the noise. I'm recording this on the same day as the rest of the videos that I apologized in. My neighbors are having construction works, and fate will have it that today is the day that I'm doing this. So I apologize for that. But yeah, this is already a little better.
So you ran away from the pain.
Wow, the voice.
I did too. But it was only when I stopped running that I understood. Those people out there, they're my...
Okay, I love this camera angle. Like the way two of them are talking, you can still see her eyeball. You can still see how it's like shifting, and you can see like the face expression actually changing. They didn't put the camera behind her head so that you can only see Kalia's face. That's that's very good. Very, very, very good. It's like almost actually watching a movie. I think they did a good job.
now.
But will they ever truly accept me, bearing a name forever stained by a brother's sins? Just as these flagstones are stained by my father's blood.
We are all the same here, Calia. Seeking our place, despite everything we've...
I love Lilian so much. Like this cutscene is just cutting really deep for me because she is just such an amazing character, regardless of everything that she's been through. Like the way she is to me is just it's just something really special, and I'm honestly really happy to see that they've honored her at least with this cinematic.
lost. But it's a long road, and we will need your help.
Then let us find our place together.
As Forsaken.
Again, just like with the Sylvanas and Anduin cinematic, I really wanna shit on it, but I can't because even though I still hold just so much, I guess, resentment and anger and sadness and disappointment. I want to say that they've at least given these characters a little bit of grace with these two cinematics, and for once, I don't have anything, to say. I try to be fair when I watch these things, when I review them. I wanna make sure that I do a good job at just watching and reviewing these things and just being fair.